Hello everyone, welcome back to another video. Today I'm going to be talking about list slicing and dictionaries, so let's get right into it. So the list slicing format is from starting index to ending index minus 1. Now what list slicing does is that it takes a slice of a list. Let's say I want a slice from 2 to 8. Then we can take a slice. So let me show you how to do that. So we do print test list, right? So if I just do print test list, it'll print out the entire list. But let's say I just want a slice of that list, then what I would do is I take the starting index, which is 2, and then the ending index, and I said minus 1 here, but it should be plus 1. So 9, not 8, but 9. So it omits, so it doesn't include the ending index, but it includes the starting index. And that might be a bit weird, but just keep that rule in mind. Now, there are also some cool tricks you can do with list slicing. Let's say I want all the numbers from the start of the list to number 5, okay? So I want 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. So instead of saying from 0 to 6, that list slice, you can omit the 0, that's what they call it. So you don't need to write 0, you can just do till 6, like this. And this will give you from 0 to 5. The same thing applies for the ending list. And this is much more helpful because maybe you don't know how long the list is, but you just want the slice from a starting index to the end of the list. So let's say I want the number 3 onwards. I don't care how long this list is, I just want the number, the list from 3 onwards. So I do something like 3, because remember this is inclusive. So the third index all the way till the end, and I just leave it like that. Now if you run this, this should work. Yep, that looks like what we wanted. Now we can also slice strings, and string slicing is actually probably more helpful than what I showed you up there. So let's look at how that's done. So remember that a string is a list and that each character, like NO space, represents an element of the list. So let's print out the test string, test string, right? And let's slice it from the 0, 1, 2. Let's slice it from the third index till the end, okay? And then instead of no one dare to enter the tomb, you can say everyone dare to enter the tomb, right? So you can change strings and manipulate them like this. Let's do another example. We can take the test string and we can slice it the other way. So we can say no one, instead of going from the dared or the 1 to the tomb, we can go from the no one dared and then change the to enter the tomb part. So this we just have to do a bit of counting. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. So we need to slice till 16. So 16 and below. So that's the annoying thing. You might have to do some counting, but that's fine. And then we'll just say dare to challenge YCW. Things like that could be pretty cool in some games, and it might be useful. So just keep this in mind. You can also slice strings. Okay, now let's run this and see if it works. Okay, that works. Now let's get on to dictionaries. Dictionaries are, you probably won't use them too much, but they're actually very, very helpful in certain programming departments, like database collection and stuff like that. But for you guys, it might not be too useful, but there will be a project video that covers dictionaries. So just keep this in mind, and you might want to use this in your text adventure game or any other project. So to access a dictionary's key. So a dictionary is a key value pair, right? So the key here is 0. It's like the ID. So if we say print test dict 0, this prints out whatever is the value of 0. I could make this founder, right? Calf. So the key is founder, and the value that's associated with the key is calf. So I could say founder, and it print out the same thing. Okay. We could also make this into a list, so we can associate it with multiple values. So we could say founder equals calf and Harun or something like that, right? So dictionaries are very helpful, but in niche situations. You have to find the situation where dictionaries can be helpful to you. So let me revert this back to what it was before. Calf like this, I believe. And this should be 0, and hopefully this works. Okay, works. The last thing I want to show you is updating and adding to dictionaries. So it's very simple. To update a dictionary, you just say test dict. So it's basically the same as a list. You say test dict 3, which is a troll right now, and let's change that to something that's not a troll, which is like Nishat. Okay. How do we add new things to our test dictionary? Well, this is a bit different from lists in that you can just add a new key value pair by just adding a new key value pair like this. Shreyas, who is a new addition to YCW. You might see him sometimes in our workshops, and he's covering some of the more advanced topics. So that's it for list slicing and dictionaries. I hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you guys in the next one.